marginal efficiency of capital. Okay. That is, this is the expected rate of return out of the additional capital asset invested. Okay. Then efficiency of capital means the earning rate of the capital invested. That is, if you are investing some 100 rupees means how much it will earn in 2 years. This expected return is said to be efficiency of capital. Here, marginal efficiency of capital means that is, if additional unit of capital asset is deployed in the production process, how much will be the return? This is said to be marginal efficiency of capital. So, I have given the example also with regard to MAC. Then now we need to discuss the level of investment. Then you are all aware that investment is like a lifeblood of commerce. That is, every business activity in the economy depends on the level of investment. Then we also had a discussion with regard to types of investment. One is induced investment and one more is autonomous investment. Then induced investment means
income.
it depends on income of the community. Induced investment depends on income of the community, whereas autonomous investment is
Government.
it is not depend on income of the people. It depend on the government. It depend on the government. Then here we see the level of investment. It depends on two factors. The level of investment depends on the MBC and the rate of interest. Here in a country, it depends on marginal efficiency of capital as well as rate of interest. Level of investment depends on MEC, marginal efficiency of capital and rate of interest. That is, these two factors will determine the level of investment in a country. Then the MEC will decline with every increase in the investment of the capital. Okay, here the important point which you have to make a note. The MEC, marginal efficiency of capital, will decline with every increase in the investment of the capital. Then it is based on law of diminishing returns. Now, what is law of diminishing returns? You would have studied in first year. Law of diminishing return means when the consumer consumes the same commodity again and again, the value of satisfaction will keep on declining. Okay. So, like the same, that law is applicable in production also. Okay. So, larger the investment on particular plant, the lower will be the profitability. That is expected yield. Even if all the factors are increased in the long period, there will be a limit to induce the wages and specialization, and therefore, after the optimum size of the production process, increase in inputs will be resulting in diminishing output. Okay. That is over a period of time when the production, when the plant has reached its optimum level. If the investment is increased, the output will keep on falling. So here, this is based on what? Law of diminishing returns. Okay. Then MEC will decline with the increase in the investment. So here is the justification. Okay. It is according to law of diminishing returns. Okay. Then now, increased investment will lead to increased demand for machinery. One more argument is increased investment will lead to increased demand for machinery. Then resulting in the increased prices. That is, listen. Increased investment will lead to increased demand for machinery. Then what will happen? Resulting in the increased prices. Then again, secondly, what happens? Increased investment leads to increased production, which will result in far of goods produced. Then thus one side the cost of the product will go up, on the other hand the revenue will decline. Okay, the cost of the commodity will go up and the revenue also will decline. So this is what happens in the long run. Then here we have an investment schedule to show how the MEC will decline in the long run. Then when the investment is 100 lakh rupees, the MEC expected is 10%. Then when it is 150, 9%, 200, 8%, 250, 7%, and 300 is 6%. So here, as the investment keep on increasing, the MEC is keep on falling. So it is based on law of diminishing returns. Okay. Then at a particular period of time, the production on the basis of the inputs provided, it will reach to maximum output. Then if again the investment is increased, means it will lead to fall in the product as well as decline in the MEC, margin efficiency of capital. So the same has been shown in the diagram also, level of investment. So here in the x-axis it is shown the level of investment. Then the y-axis shows the MEC and rate of interest. Okay. So here investment in the community, investment depends on MEC and rate of interest. MEC and rate of interest. So here we can see here MEC and MEC one also. Okay. So here you can observe the investment level to the MEC and rate of interest. So here R is rate of interest. Okay. So at this point you can see it is maximized at M. Then again when the rate of interest is increased from R to R1, then a new MEC curve has been emerging. MEC1. Then here you can find the investment level is going to M1. Okay. So here it has shown that how does the level of investment is depending on MEC and rate of interest. So as the investment is increasing, if you observe the investment is coming back to M1 from M1 to M as well as M2. Okay. So here it is clear that the investment depends on MEC and rate of interest. That is, as the investment increases from 100 to 300 lakh rupees, the MEC is falling from 10 to almost 6%. So this is what the relationship between the investment, MEC as well as rate of interest. So it depends on what? The law of diminishing returns. Okay, clear?